This modification to your 360 pole, you need to take care of. If you cut your wires, you're going to ruin it. You could cut your fingers. Be very careful, and you do this at your own risk. I'm not responsible if you break your 360 imaging transducer. I'm Ken, and I'm with Load the Boat with Zach. We're going to do a little transducer modification here. 360 is awesome to use and super fun. Makes your shallow fishing a lot better. But as it comes in, if you notice how long it is, it messes with your dirt daubing, because as it stands right now, this is your trolling motor barely clears, and it's got to be all the way down because your transducer has got to be above your live scope and all that. So this is too long, so we're going to shorten it up. Key thing, don't cut your wire, don't cut your hand. First off, I'm going to put a mark so I can line it back up correctly, and I'm going to cut about 7 inches off of this thing. So what I'll do, you can just pop this grommet out. At the end, you're going to put some silicone and seal it, push it back in there. What we're going to do is we're going to measure 7 inches. I'll put a mark right there. 7 inches, you could probably, if you knew exactly what you wanted, you could probably do it a little bit more. This is definitely too long for Lake Guntersville grass anyway. I use tape for everything I do, so I'm going to take a piece of tape and use my lines I just put and give me a guide. Then take this Dremel tool. I saw one guy, he did this video and he used a Sawzall, but that looked a little bit dangerous to me. So anyway, we used this Dremel tool, and this is a little cutoff blade. The first thing you want to do is you want to cut 2 grooves down to your mark, so this will pop out. This file, we're going to slide it in there as a protector. If I stick it in there all the way, this will be a protector, so as I'm cutting, I won't cut these wires. If I do, Zach will be pretty mad. I'm going to slide this a little bit further up on top if I can, and I'm going to cut the second, I'm going to score it the second time from here all the way down to that line again. All right, I'm going to score it this other way. Take a file next and get it smoothed out a little bit more. It'll be covered up with that grommet and silicone, but you don't want it sharp enough to cut your fingers. So I'll do the outside with the file, and I'll do the inside with this other one. You're going to put a little bit of silicone around this, and this will protect everything, and it'll fit down on there pretty nice and be protected. Remember, this was right here when we started. Remember, this pole was all the way up against your trolling motor. So now what we're going to do, since we cut the pole 7 inches and it was up against your tight, we're going to move this up barely in the water and it'll work. So we got everything lined up. Now all we got to do is tighten everything back down. It's tight. We had this jam nut that kept us from raising the trolling motor too far. We can only, but now we have that much we can raise it. So what we're going to do is we can loosen this one up, and we'll slide it down the same distance that we moved this up. Before we tighten that grommet back down, we want to make sure how high we can raise the trolling motor. So now if you notice, we've got that's about as far as close you want to get it, maybe even a little bit less. So we want it about right there is where we want it, not to go any further. So we'll slide that jam nut up to there, tighten her back down. And it took me just a few minutes to do it, but now your 360 is good for shallow water, so you can have fun with it.